I'm like really wanting to know what this question is.
Okay. It was my birthday, so I'm just gonna take it off.
Yeah,
I'm actually in your club now.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, belated birthday, 30 and up club, you know.
Yes. Feels good.
Dirty 30s. It feels good. Like, why you doing that? You 30? Yeah. Hey, Lauren,
I know, but I turned 31 in like 2 days, so.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
It's good.
The Gossip Wine Podcast.
How you guys doing? This is the Gossip Wine Podcast with Aya and Decory. We have a very special guest, Miss Lauren, one of my coworkers. She's like been listening to the show and she's like, I want to come on. So how are you today, Lauren?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. This is actually like a really fun opportunity, and I'm really excited to be here. And thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And it's been cool to like for us to have our friends over and like people who just watch and like, hey, I have something to add, and it's really cool. So thank you very much for being with us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, look at us all polite and shit. Oh my god. Okay, Decory, what you were talking about? Come on.
Oh, okay. So I picked this topic today because I feel like you're the perfect person for this one. It's like when you're dealing with weirdos.
Raise the hand. I feel like I've never dealt with weirdos. Like, I don't think there's such people who like have never experienced anything weird, to be honest. Like dating wise, especially.
That's true. I think it's all very much in the eye of the beholder. Like what one person thinks is weird might not what everyone thinks is weird. It's very like, I guess, more personal. So everyone's experiences could be very, very different.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, this is funny. This is going to be a funny one. I think so.
So before we're going to jump into the questions, if you guys new to our channel, subscribe, hit notifications, follow us on RSS, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. We appreciate all the like and support, and let's do this.
Okay. So my first question for you, Miss Lauren, since you are the guest, what makes a person weird to you in your eyes?
So it's like, I don't have like a set definition. It's more
cool.
like, yeah, it's more like if, I see somebody and they're acting a little like off and it makes me uncomfortable, like from a distance, I'm like, oh, that's a weird person over there. Like, I don't know if I want to like approach that area where that person is, because if they're already making me feel uncomfortable, I'm like, oh, this is a no-go. But I don't know, some people are good at hiding it, and so it comes out later and you're like, oh, what have I gotten myself into? This is not good.
What about you?
I guess that would be like the best way.
What about you? How you think people are weird?
I think it all depends like on who you are, and then what are acceptable things for you personally and what are not. And based on that, yeah, I mean, weirdo for me personally, like the definition is like a psychopath, to be honest, but it's like way too extreme. But like, some people are just like have this different vibe. And what I've met like traveling around, and I'm sure you guys experience that as well, is that there's a lot of like culture gaps, growing up gaps, family gaps, education gaps that combine all this like bigger and bigger snowball that when you meet a person, it just bumps in your head. Sometimes even people don't realize they're weird. I mean, there's like bad weird and just weird, because I'm weird, I always say that, but I think it's just the way we pose ourselves. But we guys gonna talk not about cute weird just like me, but like weird, okay? So
like concerning weird.
Yeah.
Like real, like weird level. What about you?
Yes. So weird is like subjective, because it's subjective to everybody. So, like I could think that, because, you put on cologne or something, you're weird, So I think just, it's like you said, it's kind of like tied into what both of you guys said. If you see somebody doing something weird, or if you see something subjective to you, you're just like, oh, it's weird. Like, I think somebody weird to me is somebody who's like fidgeting in a corner doing something, something like that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, That's just acting weird.
We also like, I've noticed that we also put like, oh, that's weird, as like double standard thing, where it's like acceptable for one person is like doesn't match with the standard of the other one, or like stereotypes could also be very weird, so it's kind of like we're gonna go like not social level, but more like dating wise, which is funnier than all this like deep conversation. Yeah. Okay, so what are the weirdest things? Maybe one, but I'm pretty sure there are more than one you've experienced or on the date. We can have like top 5, 3 or something.
So as far as, the first thing that comes to mind, it was kind of a date. This was like back in like 2009. And
wow.
I was still like, yeah, it's like in 2009. And it was like a friend of my cousin's. And we were hanging out and he's like, oh, do you want to go get food? I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Like being polite. And I'm like, I'm always down for food. Who isn't, you know? So I get there and my cousin had
I'm
warned me,
sorry,
she's
Lauren,
like,
you know who's not down for the food? Weirdos.
there you go. Everyone, if you're not down for at least some kind of food, you might have preferences, then you're going to be weird. Like I think that's an across the board thing. That's concerning. If you don't like food, you're concerning. So I was, 2009, I was like, okay, I'm going to go hang out with this person. We're going to go on this like date. We're going to go get pizza. Everybody likes pizza. And my cousin's like, oh, you're going to go get food with him. And I'm like, why is that a bad thing? She's like, it's okay. You'll see. And I'm like, all right. So we're sitting there and he literally would take a bite of pizza, go like this and like wipe his nose and then like scratch his testicles and then continue to eat another bite. It was like a cycle. And I was just like, what a horrible person. And just sitting just quietly. It's just like this, it's almost looked like a tick.
Ugh.
Bro.
It's like
Oh, did I freeze?
Disorders. Like when you have to like open like door like 13 times, like, do the opening thing before you actually open it. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. And so I was just like, he's really nice, but I don't know if I can get over this. It's like a hygiene thing. It's just like, there's this cycle of like booger wiping, ball scratching, eating a slice of pizza, and then just booger wipe. And I couldn't it was just really upsetting. And I did not go on any more dates after that with him. I was like, that's good. We'll casually talk in passing. One more time.
Did he try to kiss you or something in the end?
Oh no. No. That's a hard no.
For a second there, please don't. Ugh.
No, there was no charity kissing happening with that situation at all.
But did he try though?
No, luckily. I mean, unless like I just wasn't like receptive to it and I didn't know what was going on. He was also much, much taller than me. So there had to be like a very obvious effort to like go in for the kill there. I was like, no.
And you're very obvious, like,
I was just like, oh, look what's over here. Let's go look at this park.
Oh man.
In passing.
So would you put it like the weirdest, like top 5 or top 3, or like is there even more weirder things out there?
So I mean, I think they're like in different categories of weird. So that was its own like harmless, like, oh, bless your heart. Like you just don't know that you're this awkward and you shouldn't do this in front of people because it's not. I mean, it's sad for me to say that it's not normal because, of course, it just made me kind of disgusted by the whole situation, but that is like level weird. I had like another situation where also in the same like time frame, because I was living in New York at the time. And so there's a lot of interesting people there. And I wouldn't say it was a date, but it was like an interaction. So I was walking in Times Square late at night, which I should have known better. And this guy came up to me and he was like chatting me up and I'm like, okay, like this is harmless conversation. And then he's just like, goes on talking about his giant dick. And I'm just like, I don't want it. Like, I don't know you. Like, I don't need to know about like what's in your pants. Like, I didn't ask.